Mom and Dad, when are you planning to visit us in Canada?
We miss you so much.
In Canada, medical expenses could be really high for us. If any medical emergency happens while we are in Canada, how will we pay all those bills?
And we don't want to be a financial burden to you.
Have you heard about Travelance?
Don't worry about the medical expenses. Everything's already been taken care of. Just pack your bags. We want to give Laura a big surprise for her birthday.
Thousands of families have traveled to Canada with Travelance insurance plans. Travel with Travelance.
Come visit the Bao Place where you can get siopaw flavors like Pinoy-style bola-bola and asado and other specialty siopaws. The Bao Place located at 4673 Kingsway in Burnaby across Metro Town Mall. Telephone number 778-712-3228.
Dollar Smart 99 cents App Store, located at 4811 Diesel Beach Way in Richmond. Telephone number 604-207-0072. Philippine News Canada is brought to you by Rayford Media Group.
Hello mga kabayan! Narito na ang pinalawak at pinalakas na news coverage ng Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver, Nationwide. Mga pangunahing balitang nakalap ng aming news team para sa linggong ito. Mula sa silid balitaan ng Philippine News Canada kasama ang aming mga field reporters and news correspondents, ako po si Rosette Correa. Patuloy namin ihahatid sa inyo ang mga kwentong may kaugnayan sa mga buhay ng mga Pinoy dito sa Canada at sa ibayong dagat. Ako po si Marjean Mangawang. Ito ang Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver. Narito na ang mga pangunahing balita para sa linggong ito. Murderer ni Maple Batalya makukulong na. Mga upos ng sigarilyo, problema ng Vancouver. Patulo Bridge, magkakatol na. Pacquiao, hindi aatras kay Bradley. 4.5 taon matapos patayin si Maple Batalya, nasintensyahan na ang kanyang boyfriend na si Gurjinder Dhaliwal sa life in prison with no chance of parole in 21 years. Alamin natin ang balita mula sa New Westminster. Nag-plead ng guilty sa second-degree murder si Dhaliwal sa pagpatay niya sa kanyang ex-girlfriend na si Batalya. Si Batalya ay binaril sa SFU Surrey campus. Ang paunang charge kay Dhaliwal ay first-degree murder, ngunit hinatulan siya ng life in prison matapos maghanda ng matinding ebidensya laban sa kanya ang prosecutor. Halong tuwa at lungkot ang nararamdaman ng pamilya ni Batalya sa desisyon ng Crown at marami sa kanila ang hindi makatulog at nag-aalala sa magiging hantungan ng kasong ito. Ang ina ni Batalya na si Sarbjit Batalya ay nagpahayag ng lungkot at sinabi niya na wala nang saysay ang kanyang buhay ngayong wala na ang kanyang anak. Sinabi na rin niya na sanay siya na lamang ang namatay kaysa kay Maple. Sinabi naman ng ama na si Harry na anghel si Maple sa kanilang pamilya at hindi daw dapat namatay ang inosenteng anak ng walang katuturan. Sinabi ng ama ni Batalya si Dhaliwal na hindi nila mapapatawad ang ginawa nitong pagpatay sa kanilang anak. Humingi ng paumanhin si Dhaliwal sa pamilya ni Batalya, pati na rin sa sarili niyang pamilya sa kanyang ginawa. Natatanda ang pinatay ni Dhaliwal si Batalya nang magselos ito matapos silang mag-break at nakita ni Dhaliwal na may kasamang ibang lalaki si Batalya na kaibigan lamang nito. Pinaputukan at pinatay ni Dhaliwal si Batalya nang magkita ito sa SFU Surrey campus. Isang pag-aaral na co-authored sa pamamagitan ng isang Simon Fraser University researcher ay nagsabing ang mga cigarette butts na nagkalat sa Vancouver ay nagiging problema na at hindi magandang tignan. Nais nilang maging responsable at maging liable ang mga tobacco companies. Narito ang report.
Merong 7,000 chemicals na nasa sigarilyo at 50 dito ay masasabing carcinogenic at masama sa ating kalusugan. Ngunit isa na rin sa ating problema sa ngayon ay kung anong sanhi ng mga cigarette butts na ito sa ating kapaligiran. Sinasabing 65% na itinatapong cigarette butts sa daan ay may napakalaking epekto, lalong-lalo na sa mga isda sa dagat. Sinabi ni Kelly Lee, Isang professor sa SFU na every single butt in a liter of water ay maaaring makasama sa libu-libong isda. Ito ay dahil sa ang mga cigarette butts ay naianod sa dagat sa pamamagitan ng ulan. Ang mga iba't ibang uri ng hayop ay pinagkakamalang pagkain nito at sanhi na rin ng kanilang pagka-choke at pagkamatay. Nais nilang maging responsable ang mga tobacco manufacturers at sila ay managot ukol sa isyong ito. Nais nilang gumawa na lamang ang mga tobacco companies na gumawa ng sigarilyo na walang filters. Sinabi din ni Lee na merong first-hand smoke, second-hand smoke, at ito ay pangatlo na sa impact sa ating kalusugan at sa kapaligiran.
Matapos ang ilang taong pagtitiis sa masikip na bridge, nagsang-ayon na ang Surrey, New Westminster at TransLink na palaparin at ayusin na ang Patulo Bridge. Ngunit may kaukulang toll pag natapos makumpleto ang bagong tulay. Alamin natin ang detalye ng report mula sa Surrey.
Isang agreement ang hinanda ng mga politicians sa Surrey ngayong linggong ito upang ma-approve na ang plano. Inaasahang magsang-ayon ang lahat ng mga lungsod, pati na ang TransLink. Ang plano ay kasama sa Regional Vision na inirelease ng mga Mayor's Council noong 2014. Ayon sa mga konsehal ng New Westminster, kapag manatiling libre ang tulay, maaring mag-cause ng traffic at gridlock sa mga kalye. Sinabi ng mga konsehal na ang pag-approve ng memorandum na ito ay magpapa-pressure sa provincial government na maglagak ng pondo para sa proyektong ito upang gumaan ang gastusin ng dalawang lungsod sa dadaan na tulay. Kasama sa pag-aaral ng pagtayo ng tulay ay kung papaano mapipigilan ang mga toll evaders at papaano mababawasan ang traffic kapag hindi magamit ang Portman Bridge. Sa related na balita, inayos na rin ng Coquitlam ang pagbubukas ng matagal na hinihintay na Evergreen Line. Tinatapos na ng proyekto ang mga parking lots at ride facilities na dadaanan ng tren para mabigyan ng ginhawa ang mga gagamit ng transit na ito.
Isang foreign temporary worker na nasa Calgary ang humaharap sa deportation dahil sa pag-expire ng kanyang permit to work in Canada. Alamin natin ang detalye ng report na ito mula sa Calgary.
Si Jose Osano ay isang temporary foreign worker na inatake sa puso noong December 11 sa Calgary, Alberta. Si Osano ay isang 46-year-old na Pilipino na may asawa at 3 anak na nasa Pilipinas at siya ay nagtatrabaho bilang mekaniko para sa Toyota dealership sa Calgary. Si Osano ay taga Iloilo at nagtrabaho dito sa Canada ng 7 taon nang mag-expire ang kanyang work permit noong March 2015. Ang kanyang medical services plan sa Alberta ay nagamit na rin niya sa kanyang pagkakaospital. Siya ay nananatili sa isang ospital sa Calgary at lumalaban siya na manatili sa Canada at maging permanent resident for humanitarian and compassionate reasons. Ayon sa bagong batas sa foreign temporary workers, hanggang 4 na taon lamang ang kontrata ng mga FTWs at kinakailangan na nilang umalis ng Canada. Maaari lamang silang mag-reapply at bumalik matapos ang 4 na taon. Si Osano ay tinutulungan ng fundraising organization na GoFundMe para sa kanyang hospital and legal fees, pati na rin sa kanyang mga personal na expenses.
Isang mabuting Samaritan hinabol ang isang attacker sa ika-5 sexual assault na naiulat sa Burnaby sa loob lamang ng 2 buwan. Alamin natin sa report na ito. Isang babayang naiulat na umalis sa Lake City Skytrain Station sa bandang 3:00 ng hapon ay inatake at ito ay naganap sa trail sa Burnaby Mountain area na ilang mga bloke lamang ang layo. Ang attacker ay nagtangkang hilahin siya sa damuhan at mabuti na lamang ay may isang Good Samaritan na sumaklolo sa kanya. Ang Good Samaritan ay may edad 50 to 60 taong gulang na lalaki at siyang nagtangkang habulin ang attacker. Ang mga pulis ay humihingi ng tulong sa lalaki na siya ay lumantad para makatulong para maresolba ang kasong ito at upang makatulong na rin sa investigasyon. Ito ay ang ika-5 sexual assault sa lugar na ito mula noong katapusan ng Enero. Ang RCMP ay naniniwalang hindi lamang iisang suspect dahil sa pagkakaiba ng mga assaults.
Naku March, alam mo, pang ilang balita na natin tong sexual assault na to, no?
Ay nako, tama ka dyan, Rosette. Hindi pa rin nila malutas-lutas ang krimen na ito. Nakakatakot na tuloy lumabas ng bahay.
Siya nga, alam nyo. Pero mga kabayan, mag-ingat na lamang po tayo at sigurado namang mahahanap na nila ang mga salarin sa krimen na ito. cancer ay sadyang dumarami sa mga panahong ito at dahil may gamot at kaukulang pag-aalaga sa may sakit, marami ang nagiging survivors. Kahit na mahaba at mahirap ang proseso ng treatment sa cancer, marami sa mga survivors nito ang buhay and can live to tell kung papaano haharapin ang ganitong suliranin sa kalusugan. Si Jedro Mactoto ay isa sa mga survivors ng cancer at sa ating Juan on Juan, aalamin natin kung papaano niya hinarap ang pagsubok niyang ito. Okay. So who is Jedro Mactoto?
Jedro Mactoto, a couple seasons ago, I was a host here on Balitang Vancouver, and I started my own video publication called The Filipino Canadian a couple years ago. And just last year, I was the host for the Luzvin Min Bisaya pageant, and hopefully more years to come. Okay. And yeah, within the community, I interviewed Filipino Canadians that were born here doing stuff in the community, such as like martial arts, singing, food, obviously, and trying to showcase the talent the Canadian-born ones have here in Canada.
Why are you so interested in the Filipino Canadian?
Because we're a different breed. Like growing up in Canada, we didn't really have too much of a name for ourselves. We were just known as the Asians or the other Asians. We weren't Japanese, we weren't Chinese. We were sort of the other Asians. And I really wanted to put a name for ourselves out there that we're actually Filipinos. Like, you know, we use a fork and spoon instead of chopsticks. We have our own Filipino food. It's kind of like sort of Spanish food, but our own take of it. And it's really, really good. And I just want to showcase our culture. Like we're good singers, dancers, DJs. Some of us are in acting and actresses, and some of us can even cook.
Now let's talk about what you're going through right now. When did you find out, and what was your initial reaction to it?
Well, yeah, I was diagnosed with a stage 3 brain tumor called an ogliodengoglioma. Correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, I was driving, and I had no symptoms prior. Then I suffered a seizure, and I was driving along, and my cheek started twitching, and I was like, oh, it's probably I always get these minor twitches. Then it started twitching more vigorously and more harsh. And then I was trying to take some deep breaths. I'm like, what's going on here? And suddenly my neck started turning left automatically, and then I blacked out. Next thing you know, I was woken up by some paramedics, and they're like, sir, are you okay? And I was groggy, I didn't know what was going on. And when I was going back to the hospital, they were asking me all these questions. And they diagnosed, oh, you suffered a seizure. Got to the hospital, doctor asked me the same questions. You suffered a seizure, let's get your brain scanned. So, they're thinking maybe it was just an anomaly because I never had any prior headaches, no prior seizures in the past. And then, yeah, they got my brain scanned, and the doctor goes, we found something and we are going to have to get an MRI.
So are you currently undergoing any treatment or?
Not anymore. I am done now. I went through 6 weeks of chemotherapy and radiation therapy. And it was tough. Like at first I thought I was doing well. And after my last treatment, about 2 weeks later, I looked back and realized, wow, I was actually going through a lot. But then I was convincing myself I was going okay. And after my last treatment, I had to take 4 weeks off. Then I had to take a higher dose of chemo. And during the first 2 days, I would always puke. I hated it. Like, it would be for 6 months after. It would be 4 weeks off, 5 weeks of chemo, 4 weeks off, 5 weeks of chemo, etc., etc. And I knew the first 2 days I was just gonna feel ill and sick. And I'm so glad it's over. So right now, I had an MRI done last November and clear and no abnormal growths in my brain.
Praise God.
And I'm having another MRI next week.
So despite what's happened to you in the last year or so, how do you stay very positive?
First of all, like he's over there, my son. Like I have to prove to him that you just have to keep moving forward in life regardless. Don't quit, don't be a quitter. I have to prove to him that in life it's gonna get tough, but you just have to keep moving forward and don't quit. My friends and family, they all prayed for me, and I don't want to let them down.
Has your perspective on life changed after this episode?
Oh, big time. Like, I like to say I have a new lease on life, and I'm doing whatever it takes to live. I'm reinventing myself. That's what I'm saying. I'm reinvented.
And how are you reinventing yourself?
Yeah, I kept for a while. I kept my battle of cancer quiet, but I was convinced otherwise by other bloggers and other people to share my story. So I've started my blog. I'm still continuing with my videos, and yeah, I got into acting, and I got myself an agent, got myself a new job. I used to be in corporate sales. Now I'm in capital markets, and it's a way more fun industry than it was in corporate sales. But yeah, I started anew, and I just want to show people that even though that life can take you backwards, you could reinvent yourself and start brand new and rebuild a life after.
So, what's Jedro Magtoto going to do in the next 20 or 30 years?
Yeah, first of all, I'm going to try making my new career last and retire younger. I want to see if I can get some acting gigs. Obviously, be a great father to my kid and any future kids I will have. Be a good family man, like start a family, of course, own my own house, and do a lot more things for the community. Because like I said before, I kept things quiet with my cancer story. But when I started telling my story to others, even the people I know, I can see in their faces they would get inspired. And I just got addicted to that feeling of inspiring others. So, you know, I'm going to help cancer research. I want to give back to the community. I just have a new perspective in life.
That's awesome. Do you have any message for those who may be undergoing the same thing as you are?
Yeah, definitely. Like, the best thing I can do is just stay as positive as you can. Don't be alone. Go hang out with your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, any friends you have, and be with them, laugh with them, spend as much time with them. Don't be by yourself, and be as positive as you can. Positivity is the main thing.
Thank you very much, Jedro, and more power to you.
Thank you. And one more thing, like, I did change up my diet, and I do exercise a lot more, so living healthy and having a well-balanced life is another thing too.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, God bless.
Dollar Smart 99 cents Op Store, located at 4811 Diesel Beach Way in Richmond. Telephone number 604-207-0072.
Come visit the Bao Place, where you can get siopaw flavors like Pinoy-style bola-bola and asado and other specialty siopaws. The Bao Place, located at 4673 Kingsway in Burnaby across Metro Town Mall. Telephone number 778-712-3228.
Mom and Dad, when are you planning to visit us in Canada?
We miss you so much.
In Canada, medical expenses could be very high for us. If any medical emergency happens while we are in Canada, how will we pay all those bills?
And we don't want to be a financial burden to you.
Have you heard about Travelance?
Don't worry about the medical expenses. Everything's already been taken care of. Just pack your bags. We want to give Laura a big surprise for her birthday.
Thousands of families have traveled to Canada with Travelance insurance plans. Travel with Travelance.
Maraming kumpanya ang nagha-hire na ng Persons with Disabilities or PWD. At ayon sa maraming kumpanya, mataas ang productivity level ng mga ito kung ihahambing sa kanilang mga empleyado. Alamin natin ang detalye ng magandang balitang ito.
Ang London Drugs at Tim Hortons ay dalawa sa maraming kumpanya na nag-e-empleyo ng PWD. Isang vocal advocate ng inclusive employment sa Canada ang Tim Hortons. At marami sa mga manager nito ang sang-ayon sa pag-hire ng PWD. Ayon sa Statistics Canada, mga 3.8 million people or 13.7% ng mga Canadians 15 years pataas ang may disabilities. Ang unemployment rate ng PWD ay 54% compared to the national average of 6.9% according to Statistics Canada. Sinasabi ng report na marami ang unemployed PWD dahil sila ay natatakot ma-reject at frustrated sila na hindi sila ine-empleyo ng mga kumpanya. Ang mga PWD di umano ay mas mataas ang loyalty at higit na matagal silang tumatagal sa kanilang katrabaho. Sila ay mas productive at maingat sa kanilang gawain. Ayon sa isang survey noong 2011, ang PWD ay may absentee rating na 0% at marami sa kanila ang hindi nag-a-apply ng work-related insurance claims. Gayunpaman, maraming kumpanya ang hindi nag-e-employ ng PWD dahil sa safety at innovation concerns. Ang pinakamalaking balakid sa pag-hire ng PWD ay ang hindi pagkakaintindihan sa ano ang maaaring ma-accomplish ng mga ito. Pero dahil sa survey at studies na ito, unti-unti nang naliliwanagan ang mga kumpanya sa pag-eempleyo sa kanila.
Alam mo, Marge, totoo yung survey na yan tungkol sa mga persons with disability, ano?
Ganun ba? Paano mo alam yan, Rosette?
Alam mo, sa trabaho ko bilang teacher, marami kaming mga bata na may mga disabilities. At malambing at mapagmahal sila sa kapwa at masipag din sila pag binigyan sila ng task sa school, ano?
I see. Wow, alam mo, hindi lang talaga natin naiintindihan ang mga tao. Kaya dapat pag-aralang mabuti ng mga kumpanya ang pag-hire sa kanila at dapat silang itratong regular employee.
Tama yan, Marge.
Hello mga kabayan, ako po si Rosette Correa and we're here right now this evening watching LIFT, the anti-bullying concert to raise money for bullying in schools. We're here at the Anvil Center in New Westminster. Let's go in and see what's happening inside. Tayo na po!
I Am Anti-Bully is a new not-for-profit campaign aimed at raising awareness of bullying in the communities of the Greater Vancouver region. They partnered up with another nonprofit organization called Hum Canada, which stands for Healing Using Music. Together, they hosted the LIFT Concert 2016, where some of Vancouver's best local artists use the power of music to empower and inspire positive and effective social change. Have a listen.
Simple but profound idea to use music as a way to connect people together from all walks of life and to bring happiness into the community. We do everything from music performances in schools, hospitals, and big performances like this today. We started in 2013 with a very small core group of volunteers and musicians, and seeing it grow to how it is today is just.
I come from a very musical family, and I just grew up playing everything, and I would just sing along, and I sang in a gospel choir. I see bullying on a daily basis, and I find people get bullied because they're different, and I think it's time that we stop trying to all be the same. We need to embrace our differences.
Hi there, my name's Steven.
And I'm Winnie.
And we're part of Hum. Hum stands for Healing Using Music, and the idea behind Hum is to use music as a way to connect people together and to bring happiness to the community.
And so some of the things that we've done is we've had a lot of events in the community. So we've done some free public performances, we've worked with children, and we worked with seniors at care facilities to basically bring happiness and joy where people may not always be able to enjoy live music. And so it's been a really, really great run for us so far. We've been around for about 3 years, and right now we have over 100 volunteers, and we've put on over 70 events over the last couple of years.
And tonight is our benefit concert called LIFT. This is our big annual concert where we use to feature another group in the city to use music as a way to use as a platform to showcase the stuff they do in the community as well too.
So every year we work with a different group, and we usually work with groups that we connect with and that they have a message that speaks to us. And so with this year with I Am Anti-Bully, their message of empowerment and standing up for others who are different and standing up against bullying, and not only being aware that bullying exists, but to be empowered to actually take action and do something about it. Going from being a bystander to being an upstander, that message is very strong. And Phoebe, who's the founder for I Am Anti-Bully, and I are good friends. And so we kind of naturally came together, and this idea was born about 9 months ago.
So you can find out about Hum just on Google. Look for humcanada.com, and all the information's there. There's a Facebook page, there's the email address. We're looking for everybody. So the important thing to come across is that not everybody has to be a musician. Actually, half our volunteers are musicians. The others are volunteers who want to dedicate their talents, whether it's photography, videography, baking, graphic design. Anybody and everybody's welcome to join us.
Well, I thought the concert was great.
It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. And it's always great to be performing for a good cause.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we're so honored to be here tonight.
Yeah. Thanks
so
Hum
much.
And
Anti-Bully.
Yes.
So I got into it because the guy that plays bass for me knows the organizers, and they were looking for a couple more acts to come in, and I'm so glad that they asked me to come in because I had known about Hum for quite a while, but never got a chance to really be a part of any of the shows, but I did today, and it was so amazing, and I'm so grateful. I think it was great.
Tuloy pa rin ang laban ng pambansang kamao na si Manny Pacquiao ngayong ika-9 ng Abril sa MGM Grand Las Vegas laban kay Timothy Bradley Jr. Narito ang report. Nanindigan ang kampo ni Manny Pacquiao na tuloy pa rin ang laban niya kay Timothy Bradley Jr. ngayong Abril sa MGM Grand Las Vegas. Ayon sa abogado ni Pacquiao na si Attorney Antonio Carlos Bautista, naniniwala sila na hindi ito maituturing na pangangampanya. Kamakailan ay sumulat sina Attorney Rene Sagisag at isang senatorial candidate na si Walden Bellius sa COMELEC na kinukwestiyon ang pagpapalabas ng laban ni Pacquiao habang campaign period sapagkat ito daw ay isang pamamaraan ng exposure at siya ay makakalamang sa ibang kandidato. Pero ayon sa kampo ni Pacquiao, sila ay payag na ibawas na lamang ang laban sa 120 minutes na political ads sa telebisyon. Sinabi nila na hindi rin naman pwedeng iurong ang laban dahil sila ay pwedeng makasuhan naman ng breach of contract. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang laban ngayong ika-9 ng Abril sa MGM Las Vegas.
Money Talks. Ito ang sagot ng Department of Social Welfare and Development sa tanong kung bakit marami pa rin ang mga babae na nakakaranas ng karahasan at kung papaano nabibili ang desisyon sa pag-dismiss ng maraming kaso sa pag-aabuso. Alamin natin ang detalye ng report na ito mula sa Manila.
Ang RA 9262 o ang Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children ang batas na nagpoprotekta sa mga kababaihan laban sa abuso, ngunit marami sa kaso ang nagiging out-of-court settlement kapag pumayag na lamang ang biktima na tatanggap ito ng pinansyal na kabayaran mula sa pag-aabuso. Bahagi na ito ng isang kultura dahil kung istriktong ipinatutupad ang batas na ito, napakaraming kalalakihan ang ngayon ay nakakulong lalo na sa mga lalawigan. Dahil sa kultura natin na ang mga kalalakihan ay macho kung kaya't nananahimik na lamang ang ilang kababaihan kapag nakaranas ito ng karahasan kahit sa kamay mismo ng kanilang asawa. Batay sa datos ng kagawaran, maraming mga kaso ang bumabalik ang traumatic experience ng mga biktima dahil lumipas na ang 1 taon kaya't kailangan ang masinsinang pagsunod sa isasagawang gamutan para sa biktima. Nananawagan din si Liberal Party Senatorial Bet Laila De Lima na tigilan na ang pang-aabuso sa mga kababaihan sa paggunita na rin ng Women's Month ngayong Marso. Anya, 1 sa 10 kababaihan ang biktima ng pag-aabusong sexual at maraming iba pa ang hindi dokumentado. Naniniwala rin si De Lima na malaking tulong ang mga reformang kanyang nagawa sa kanyang mahigit na 5 taon na panunungkulan sa DOJ. Dagdag pa nito ang pagbigay impormasyon sa publiko hinggil sa mga pang-aabuso sa mga kababaihan at pagmulat sa kanilang mga karapatan ang isa sa mga nakikita niya para mapigilan ito.
Mahigit na 50 kalalakihan mula sa Iloilo rumampa suot-suot ang high heels bilang paggunita sa International Women's Day. Alamin natin ang kwento sa report na ito. Sa isang bahagi ng programang In Her Shoes na pinangungunahan ng grupong National Youth Commission, mahigit na 50 kalalakihan mula sa Iloilo ang nagsuot at rumampa ng mahigit sa 200 metro, suot-suot ang kanilang high heels bilang paggunita sa International Women's Day. Ito ay nilahukan ng mga sundalo, Coast Guard, police, jail guards at mga guro. Ang mga iba ay nag-alay pa ng mga rosas sa mga babae na nakasalubong nila samantalang ang mga iba ay napapaaray na lamang dahil sa sapilitang naghubad ng sapatos.
Uy, alam mo March, kawawa naman yung aling nabagsakan ng puno sa Port Moody. Ano?
Oo nga, kawawa naman. Sana naman din yung naramdaman na bumagsak yung puno.
Kawawa naman. Matinding windstorm na yun, yung dumaan sa atin.
Totoo yan, kaya sana po mag-iingat po tayo.
At dito na naman nagtatapos ang aming balita para sa linggong ito. Kung kayo ay may mga komento, mga issue o balitang nais ninyong ibahagi sa aming programa, ang PNC ay bukas para sa inyong lahat. Maaari lamang pong mag-email sa balitangvancouver@gmail.com o tumawag sa 604-588-6397.
Kami ay nagagalak habang patuloy na naglilingkod sa inyong lahat. Samahan ninyo kaming muli sa aming susunod na episode.
Ako po si Rosette Correa.
At ako naman po si Marjean Mangawang.
Ito ang Philippine News Canada, Balitang Vancouver.
Dollar Smart 99 cents App Store, located at 4811 Diesel Beach Way in Richmond. Telephone number 604-207-0072.
Come visit the Bao Place where you can get siopaw flavors like Pinoy-style bola-bola and asado and other specialty siopaws. The Bao Place located at 4673 Kingsway in Burnaby across Metro Town Mall. Telephone number 778-712-3228.
Mom and Dad, when are you planning to visit us in Canada?
We miss you so much.
In Canada, medical expenses could be very high for us. If any medical emergency happens while we are in Canada, how will we pay all those bills?
And we don't want to be a financial burden to you.
Have you heard about Travelance?
Don't worry about the medical expenses. Everything's already been taken care of. Just pack your bags. We want to give Laura a big surprise for her birthday.
Thousands of families have traveled to Canada with Travel Lance insurance plans. Travel with Travel Lance.